COD goes Chapter 1. The book of the generation of Jesus Christ, the son of David. And Judas begat Phares and Zerah Thamar. Phares begat Esra.
We have taken objective Anton! The enemies have enough objectives to sway this fight. Take them back immediately! Objective Nora is now our soldiers! Azor begat Sadok. Sadok begat Akim. Akim begat Eliud. And Eliud begat Eleazar. And Eleazar begat Mathan. And Mathan begat Joseph, the husband of Mary, of whom was born Jesus, who was called Christ.
Ich werfe eine Rauchgranate. Ich leg dich zusammen, ja? Hast was gut bei mir? Halt still. Ich bin ja da. Ich werfe eine Rauchgranate. Ganz ruhig, das wird schon wieder. Ich bin getroffen! Helft mir!
Matthew 2. Now when Jesus was born in Bethlehem...
Good work! We have taken objective Caesar!
there came wise men from Egypt. For we have seen his star in the east and are come to worship him.
Hier, erste Hilfe. Sanitäter! Sanitäter!
And said, "Go and search diligently for the young child. If you found him, bring me word of him that I
Medikamente für dich. Rauchgranate ist unterwegs. Ich kümmere mich um dich. Erste Hilfe, Soldat. Ich hatte nicht mehr lange durch. Ich sterbe. Ich brauche Hilfe. Achtung jetzt! Das ist gefährlich.
Good work. Objective Bertha taken.
Ich bin getroffen. Hilfe! Sanitäter! Scheiße! Helft mir! Mich hat's erwischt! Brauche Sanitäter! Ich bin getroffen! Hilf!
Take the young child and his mother.
Be aware that objective Caesar has been lost.
Seht ihr? Ihr müsst vorsichtig sein! Da! Erste Hilfe für dich! Keine Sorge, ich helfe dir. Hier, wieder zusammen. Sanitäter! Ich sterbe! Helft mir! Scheiße! Helft mir!
He said unto them, O generation of vipers, who hath warned you? Bring forth therefore fruits, meet for repentance.
Ich werfe eine Rauchgranate.
In yourselves, we have Abraham as our father.
Ich habe Medikamente für dich. Danke.
God is able of these stones to raise up children unto Abraham. And also cats.
Weiter so, Soldat! Das war gefährlich, oder?
Alert, we have lost objective Anton.
Sanitäter!
The Holy Ghost. Fire. His fire is in his hand.
Bin getroffen! Brauche Sanitäter!
Gather his meat into the garner. He will burn up the chaff.
Sanitäter! Ich krepiere hier noch! Werfe Rauchgranate!
Objective Caesar is ours. Attention, we have now taken Objective Bertha.
All these things will
Rauchgranate kommt! Ganz ruhig, das wird schon wieder.
Besser. Richtig, danke.
Aufpassen, gleich abgekriegt. Hier, erste Hilfe. Ich halte nicht mehr lange durch.
Hear this, Objective Bertha has been lost.
Sie haben das Ziel.
Erste Hilfe, für dich. Wo hast du gesteckt? Da seht ihr, seid vorsichtig. Oh Mann.
We have taken Objective Bertha.
Erste Hilfe, Soldat. Rauchgranate ist unterwegs. Ich bin bei dir, Soldat. Hier, erste Hilfe für dich. Ich versorge deine Wunden. Damit kommst du wieder auf die Beine. Hier, für dich. Komm zurück, Soldat. Gleich geht's dir besser. Ich leg dich zusammen, Soldat. dir. Ganz ruhig, das wird schon wieder. Ich bin bei dir, ja? Ich werfe eine Rauchgranate. Halt still, ich bin ja da. Erste Hilfe. Damit wird's gehen. Ich habe Medikamente für dich. Ich leg dich zusammen, ja? Ganz ruhig, das wird schon wieder. Ich bin bei dir, ja? Ich kümmere mich um dich.
We have lost objective Caesar.
Bastarde haben das Ziel erobert.
Hier, falls du erst Hilfe brauchst. Ich bin bei dir. Ich bin für dich da. Hier, für dich. Sanitäter!
You've heard what has been said. I'm fine. But I say unto you, that ye resist not, but whosoever shall smite you, and that who sees you walk and take away thy coat, let them have thy coat also. And whosoever shall compel thee to go a mile, go with him twain. You've heard that it hath been said, Thou shalt love thy neighbor, and hate thine enemy. But I say unto you, love your enemies, lest them that curse you, do good to them that hate you.
Seht ihr das? Verdammt gefährlich! Hier, das bringt dich wieder auf die Beine.
Danke!
lost objective Emil.
Hier, Erste Hilfe. Ich habe Medikamente für dich. Halt still, das haben wir gleich. Sanitäter, ich sterbe!
Where malted rust doth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. But lay up for yourselves
Sanitäter, ich krepiere hier noch.
all rust doth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal.
Ich sterbe! Helft mir!
The eyes of the body is the eye.
Listen, soldiers, we are losing objective Dora.
The body shall be full of light. That shall be an evil.
Good job, objective Caesar is ours.
Greif zu! Erste Hilfe!
Verstanden. Euer Luftschlag erfolgt durch Würfel.
Werfe Rauchgranate!
We have lost objective Dora. Objective Emil is now ours.
Ist nur eine Fleischwunde!
And tomorrow is cast into the
Alert, we are losing objective Emil.
What shall we blame for? That ye have need of all these things. God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. Take therefore no thought for the morrow, for the morrow shall take thought for the things of itself. Sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof. Matthew 7. Judge not, that ye be not judged. For with what judgment ye judge, ye shall be judged, and with what measure ye mete, it shall be measured to you again. And why beholdest thou the mote that is in thy brother's eye, but considerest not the beam that is in thine own eye? For how wilt thou say to thy brother, Let me pull out the mote out of thine eye, and behold, a beam is in thine own eye? Thou hypocrite, first cast out the beam out of thine own eye, and then shalt thou see clearly to cast out the mote out of thy brother's eye. Give not that which is holy unto the dogs, neither cast ye your pearls before swine, lest they trample them under their feet, and turn again and rend you. Ask, and it shall be given you. Seek, and ye shall find. Knock, and it shall be opened unto you. For everyone that asketh receiveth, and he that seeketh findeth, and to him that knocketh it shall be opened. Or what man is there of you, whom if his son ask bread, will he give him a stone? Or if he ask a fish, will he give him a serpent? If ye then, being evil, know how to give good gifts unto your children, how much more shall your Father which is in heaven give good things to them that ask him? Therefore all things whatsoever ye would that men should do to you, do ye even so to them. For this is the law and the prophets. Enter ye in at the strait gate. For wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat. Because strait is the gate, and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it. Beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves. Ye shall know them by their fruits. Do men gather grapes of thorns, or figs of thistles? Even so, every good tree bringeth forth good fruit, but a corrupt tree bringeth forth evil fruit. A good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit, neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit. Every tree that bringeth not forth good fruit is hewn down and cast into the fire. Wherefore, by their fruits ye shall know them. Not every one that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven. Many will say to me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name? And in thy name have cast out devils? And in thy name done many wonderful works? And then will I profess unto them, I never knew you. Depart from me, ye that work iniquity. Therefore whosoever heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them, I will liken him unto a wise man, which built his house upon a rock. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew, and beat upon that house, and it fell not, for it was founded upon a rock. And every one that heareth these sayings of mine, and doeth them not, shall be likened unto a foolish man, which built his house upon the sand. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew, and beat upon that house, and it fell, and great was the fall of it. And it came to pass, when Jesus had ended these sayings, the people were astonished at his doctrine. For he taught them as one having authority, and not as the scribes. Matthew 8. When he was come down from the mountain, great multitudes followed him. And behold, there came a leper, and worshipped him, saying, Lord, if thou wilt, thou canst make me clean. And Jesus put forth his hand, and touched him, saying, I will, be thou clean. And immediately his leprosy was cleansed. Then Jesus saith unto him, See thou tell no man, but go thy way, show thyself to the priest, and offer the gift that Moses commanded, for a testimony unto them. And when Jesus was entered into Capernaum, there came unto him a centurion, beseeching him, and saying, Lord, my servant lieth at home sick of the palsy, grievously tormented. And Jesus saith unto him, I will come and heal him. The centurion answered and said, Lord, I am not worthy that thou shouldst come under my roof, but speak the word only, and my servant shall be healed. For I am a man under authority, having soldiers under me, and I say to this man, Go, and he goeth, and to another, Come, and he cometh, and to my servant, Do this, and he doeth it. When Jesus heard it, he marveled, and said to them that followed, Verily, I say unto you, I have not found so great faith, no, not in Israel. And I say unto you, that many shall come from the east and west, and shall sit down with Abraham and Isaac and Jacob in the kingdom of heaven. But the children of the kingdom shall be cast out into outer darkness. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Then Jesus said unto the centurion, Go thy way, and as thou hast believed, so be it done unto thee. And his servant was healed in the self-same hour. And when Jesus was come into Peter's house, he saw his wife's mother laid and sick of a fever. And he touched her hand, and the fever left her. And she arose, and ministered unto them. When the even was come, they brought unto him many that were possessed with devils, And he cast out the spirits with his word, and healed all that was sick, that it might be fulfilled which was spoken by Esaias the prophet, saying, Himself took our infirmities, and bare our sicknesses. Now when Jesus saw great multitudes about him, he gave commandment to depart unto the other side. And a certain scribe came, and said unto him, Master, I will follow thee whithersoever thou goest. And Jesus saith unto him, Foxes have holes, and the birds of the air have nests, but the Son of Man hath not where to lay his head. And another of his disciples said unto him, Lord, suffer me first to go and bury my father. But Jesus said unto him, Follow me, and let the dead bury their dead. And when he was entered into a ship, his disciples followed him, and behold, there arose a great tempest in the sea, insomuch that the ship was covered with the waves. But he was asleep. And his disciples came to him and awoke him, saying, Lord, save us, we perish. And he saith unto them, Why are ye fearful, O ye of little faith? Then he arose, and rebuked the winds and the sea, and there was a great calm. But the men marveled, saying, What manner of man is this, that even the winds and the sea obey him? And when he was come to the other side into the country of the Gergesenes, there met him two possessed with devils, coming out of the tombs, exceeding fierce, so that no man might pass by that way. And behold, they cried out, saying, What have we to do with thee, Jesus, thou Son of God? Art thou come hither to torment us before the time? And there was a good way off from them an herd of many swine feeding. So the devils besought him, saying, If thou cast us out, suffer us to go away into the herd of swine. And he said unto them, Go. And when they were come out, they went into the herd of swine, and behold, the whole herd of swine ran violently down a steep place into the sea, and perished in the waters. And they that kept them fled, and went their ways into the city, and told everything, and what was befallen to the possessed of the devils. And behold, the whole city came out to meet Jesus. And when they saw him, they besought him that he would depart out of their coasts. Matthew 9. And he entered into a ship, and passed over, and came into his own city. And behold, they brought to him a man sick of the palsy, lying on a bed. And Jesus, seeing their faith, said unto the sick of the palsy, Son, be of good cheer, thy sins be forgiven thee. And behold, certain of the scribes said within themselves, This man blasphemeth. And Jesus, knowing their thoughts, said, Wherefore think ye evil in your hearts? For whether is easier, to say, Thy sins be forgiven thee, or to say, Arise and walk? But that ye may know that the Son of Man hath power on earth to forgive sins. Then saith he to the sick of the palsy, Arise, take up thy bed, and go unto thine house. And he arose, and departed to his house. But when the multitudes saw it, they marveled, and glorified God, which had given such power unto men. And as Jesus passed forth from thence, he saw a man named Matthew, sitting at the receipt of custom. And he saith unto him, Follow me. And he arose, and followed him. And it came to pass, as Jesus sat at meat in the house, behold, many publicans and sinners came and sat down with him and his disciples. And when the Pharisees saw it, they said unto his disciples, Why eateth your master with publicans and sinners? But when Jesus heard that, he said unto them, They that be whole need not a physician, but they that are sick. But go ye, and learn what that meaneth. I will have mercy and not sacrifice. For I am not come to call the righteous, but sinners to repentance. Then came to him the disciples of John, saying, Why do we and the Pharisees fast oft, but thy disciples fast not? And Jesus said unto them, Can the children of the bride chamber mourn as long as the bridegroom is with them? But the days will come, when the bridegroom shall be taken from them, and then shall they fast. No man putteth a piece of new cloth unto an old garment, for that which is put in to fill it up taketh from the garment, and the rent is made worse. Neither do men put new wine into old bottles. else the bottles break, and the wine runneth out, and the bottles perish. But they put new wine into new bottles, and both are preserved. While he spake these things unto them, behold, there came a certain ruler, and worshipped him, saying, My daughter is even now dead, but come, and lay thy hand upon her, and she shall live. And Jesus arose, and followed him, and so did his disciples. And behold, a woman which was diseased with an issue of blood 12 years came behind him, and touched the hem of his garment. For she said within herself, If I may but touch his garment, I shall be whole. But Jesus turned him about, and when he saw her, he said, Daughter, be of good comfort. Thy faith hath made thee whole. And the woman was made whole from that hour. And when Jesus came into the ruler's house, and saw the minstrels and the people making a noise, he said unto them, Give place, for the maid is not dead, but sleepeth. And they laughed him to scorn. But when the people were put forth, he went in, and took her by the hand. And the maid arose, and the fame hereof went abroad into all that land. And when Jesus departed thence, 2 blind men followed him, crying and saying, Thou son of David, have mercy on us. And when he was come into the house, the blind men came to him, and Jesus saith unto them, Believe ye that I am able to do this? They said unto him, Yea, Lord. Then touched he their eyes, saying, According to your faith be it unto you. And their eyes were opened. And Jesus straitly charged them, saying, See that no man know it. But they, when they were departed, spread abroad his fame in all that country. As they went out, behold, they brought to him a dumb man possessed with a devil. And when the devil was cast out, the dumb spake. And the multitudes marveled, saying, It was never so seen in Israel. But the Pharisees said, He casteth out devils through the prince of the devils. And Jesus went about all the cities and villages, teaching in their synagogues, and preaching the gospel of the kingdom, and healing every sickness and every disease among the people. But when he saw the multitudes, he was moved with compassion on them, because they fainted and were scattered abroad, as sheep having no shepherd. Then saith he unto his disciples, The harvest truly is plenteous, but the laborers are few. Pray ye therefore the Lord of the harvest, that he will send forth laborers into his harvest.
We have charge of Objective Easy.
Matthew 10. And when he had called unto him his 12 disciples, he gave them power against unclean spirits, to cast them out, and to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease. Now the names of the 12 apostles are these: the first, Simon, who is called Peter,
We're doing well.
and
Keep
Andrew
up
his
the
brother,
pressure.
James the son of Zebedee, and John his brother, Philip and Bartholomew, Thomas, and Matthew the publican, James the son of Alphaeus, and Lebbaeus, whose surname was Thaddeus, Simon the Canaanite, and Judas Iscariot, who also betrayed him. These 12 Jesus sent forth, and commanded them, saying, Go not into the way of the Gentiles, and into any city of the Samaritans enter ye not, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. And as ye go, preach, saying, The kingdom of heaven is at hand. Heal the sick, cleanse the lepers, raise the dead, cast out devils. Freely ye have received, freely give. Provide neither gold nor silver, nor brass in your purses, nor scrip for your journey, neither 2 coats, neither shoes, nor yet staves, for the workman is worthy of his meat. And into whatsoever city or town ye shall enter, inquire who in it is worthy, and there abide till ye go thence. And when ye come into an house, salute it. And if the house be worthy, let your peace come upon it. But if it be not worthy, let your peace return to you. And whosoever shall not receive you, nor hear your words, when ye depart out of that house or city, shake off the dust of your feet. Verily I say unto you, it shall be more tolerable for the land of Sodom and Gomorrah in the day of judgment than for that city. Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents, and harmless as doves. But beware of men, for they will deliver you up to the councils, and they will scourge you in their synagogues. And ye shall be brought before governors and kings for my sake, for a testimony against them and the Gentiles. But when they
We have charge of Objective Charlie.
Objective is under control!
Secure the objectives and defend them from enemy attacks.
The spirit of your father is seated in you. The brother shall deliver up the brother to death. The children shall rise and cause them to be put to death. My name's sake. He that endureth to the end shall be saved. When they persecute you in this city, flee ye into another. Verily I say
Objective Dog is under enemy
you
control.
shall not have gone over the cities of Israel, the Son of Man be come. The disciple is not above his master, nor the servant above his Lord. It is enough for the disciple that he be his master, and the servant. They have called the master of the house Beelzebub. What more shall they call them of his house? Fear them not, therefore. There is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, and hid that shall not be known. When I tell you darkness,
Attention, we now have control of Objective Dog. Objective Fox has been secured.
destroy both soul and body in hell. Are not two sparrows sold for a farthing? And one of them shall not fall on the ground without your Father. The very hairs of your head are all numbered. Fear ye not.
That's
Ye
a yes!
are of more value than many sparrows. Whosoever therefore shall confess me before men,
Pay attention here!
before my Father. Whosoever shall deny me before men, him will I also deny before my Father. I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. For I am come to send life, that variance against his Father.
Chuck in smoke! Come on now!
He that loveth father more than me is not worthy of me. He that loveth son he that taketh not his cross and followeth after me is not worthy of me. He that findeth his life shall lose it, and he that loseth his life for my sake shall find it. He that receiveth you receiveth me, and he that receiveth me receiveth him that sent me. He that receiveth a prophet in the name of a prophet shall receive a prophet's reward. And he that receiveth a righteous man
Smoke out!
Charge!
shall receive a righteous man. Whosoever shall eat or drink of him,
Firing! Get to
cold
cover!
water only in the name of a disciple. Verily I
We've
say
lost our hold of Objective Fox.
Up you go, soldier!
Wasn't sure I was going to make it now.
and commanding his 12 disciples, he departed thence to teach in their cities. Now when John heard that the works of Christ, he sent two of his disciples, and said unto him, Art thou he who should come, or do we look for another? Jesus answered them, Go, and show John those things which ye would hear and see. Blind men receive their sight, the lepers are cleansed, and the deaf hear. The dead are raised up, and the poor have the gospel preached to them.
The enemy doesn't have much left in them.
go!
Lost objective, George.
What shall I liken this generation? It is like unto children sitting in the markets and calling unto their fellows, and saying,
Here's something for
We
you.
have piped unto you, and ye have not danced. We have mourned unto you, and ye have not lamented. For John came neither eating nor drinking, and they say, He hath a devil. The Son of Man came eating and drinking, and they say, Behold, a man gluttonous and a wine bibber, a friend of publicans and sinners. But wisdom is justified.
What makes Serato sample so special is I can just take the drums out, remove the vocals.
People hate Adobe now. Adobe is like it's like on the Unity level, right? Or like everybody just hates it, but there's no real alternative for a lot of Adobe software that's like really been developed for a long period of time. So people are kind of stuck with Adobe.
Adobe is the world's leader in creative software.
Capture and hold the objectives, as many as possible, soldiers. Good, we've taken objective Anton. We have taken objective Dora. That's our first enemy killed. Very good. Objective Caesar is ours.
Erste Hilfe! Hier! Halt still, das haben wir gleich.
Sanitäter, bitte! Respektvoll da! Aufpassen, jetzt da!
Rauchgranate ist unterwegs. Ich bin bei dir.
Du bist mein Engel! Helft mir, schnell!
Da bist du ja wieder.
Das war's für mich!
Ich habe eine Rauchgranate für Sie. Hier, Erste Hilfe schadet nicht.
Ich bin getroffen, helft mir!
Komm, ich krieg dich wieder hin.
Hey, komm mal,
We have now taken objective Bertha.
gesichert, gut aus!
Gefahr! Da drüben! Scheiße!
We control all the objectives.
Ich bin getroffen! Hilfe! Sanitäter! Ich sterbe! Scheiße, scheiße! Helft mir!
We have lost objective Bertha.
Ganz ruhig, das wird schon wieder.
Gut gemacht, Soldat!
Seid wachsam, seht ihr das?
We have now taken objective Bertha.
Auf sie mit Gebrüll, Soldat!
Jeder Schuss ein Treffer, was?
Halfway to victory.
zurück, Soldat. Ich hab einen Aufgänger.
Gut, dass es Ärzte gibt.
Hier, Erste Hilfe, Soldat. Halt still, das haben wir gleich. Ich bin bei dir, ja? Hier, Erste Hilfe. Zum Glück hast du mich.
We have almost won this. Don't let up.
Ich kümmere mich um dich.
Du bist meine Engel!
Keine Sorge, ich helfe dir.
Wegen dir lebe ich noch! Danke!
Their software powers everything from Hollywood blockbusters to your favorite YouTube videos. But beneath the surface, there's a darker story. The company's practices are so controversial that even the US government has sued Adobe.
That's
This
not
is
good.
why Adobe is one of the most evil companies on the planet. This video is brought to you by my startup, Silo's 7
Of service. And I don't like how a lot of titled to serve
of their other products. You could
this
come from Adobe. Despite their current drama, things used to be very different. Many years back, you could actually buy Photoshop along with all of their other products. You could
This is a really good example of what I was talking about how I don't think this should be when you buy something, I think that you're entitled to certain rights for what you are
Secure the
purchasing.
objectives and
That
defend them from
transcend
enemy
terms
attacks.
of service. And I don't like how a lot of programs and products have been transitioned licenses and services rather than products. And I think that if you're selling something, the person needs to actually get something out of it. You can't just take it away from them at some arbitrary period of time because you've decided this is a rule. Because at the end of the day, the reason why they do this is license. Like, somebody could just steal all the stuff from Adobe and give it
Just a moment.
It's tech stack, so they don't understand it.
We have control of objective
Here's something for you.
You should be able to use Photoshop for whatever you want. The idea that you need a professional license is outrageous. And the idea that
compromised here!
you or make it stop after a period of time is insane. You need the, and I understand that there's a choice, but who's to say that that's
They were expensive at around $700, but once
Yeah.
you bought it,
Medic! Medic!
Yeah.
Move!
This was about to change. At some point, Adobe's executives realized something. They could make much more
Help!
on their business model. Have you noticed that
Enemy forces are taking objective dog.
this is now a subscription? This is called the software.
Yeah. This is so fucking like it really is. And the thing that's so frustrating for me
have control
is that
of objective
a lot
Charlie.
of the software as service doesn't have to be like. There's no reason how many of you guys works just fucking fine.
You pay regularly to use the software.
Here's some smoke! Maybe Doug next time.
That's
But
insane.
this method has a massive downside. Getting a customer to make such a massive purchase is extremely difficult.
100%.
But a subscription for the same product at a fraction of that price is much easier to digest.
Sure.
People rarely factor in the distant future and end up paying
We saw this with the Chase, right? I mean, this is the same exact thing. Is that people can't, people can't. So it's like it's
Secure control of objective box.
Spend $700 instead of $500. No, they're. I'm telling you guys.
Attention. We now have control of
However
objective
bad
dog.
you think they are, they're worse. And they are getting worse every single day.
anything they want whenever they feel like it. And
This is the problem, and this is why you need consumer protection laws. I'm so glad this guy's making this video, and I'm so glad that this is finally going to get addressed, because it is so long overdue. And I think this issue is something that is overreaching for, like, tons of services. They can revoke it for any reason. Exactly, yeah, it's outrageous.
The enemy is attacking objective Charlie.
this is recently discontinued some older versions of Creative Cloud applications. No longer licensed to use them.
Yeah, I don't think it should be. I don't. I don't think it should be legal. That's it. I'm not like mad at Adobe. The same as like I'm not mad at like a raccoon for breaking into like my my attic, because it's like, well, that's just what raccoons do. I mean, they're animals. This is what like this is designed to make money. I'm mad at the government for letting this happen. This has been allowed.
Please be aware that should you continue to use the discontinued versions, you may be at risk of potential claims of infringement by third parties. These were Creative Cloud subscribers who hadn't updated their software in a while. Adobe never explained the full reasoning behind these tweaks. really supportive of encouraging users to
You can move, soldier!
but this is if you sign up,
I don't want to die. I can't.
Should be okay now.
Never felt better.
We've taken control of Objective Able.
find friend. If you want to cancel your subscription,
Objective Charlie has been secured.
You owe me one!
It's crazy how people like to
Smoke grenade!
it's just a scam. Why the
Up
heck
you
is
go,
this allowed?
soldier!
Because the government makes it possible.
Hey, make
Adobe
use of these.
can't steal the money out of your bank account. If you owe this money to Adobe, the government can make you give Adobe the money. That's the problem. It's like in house. It's the government. Why is it competitive? It doesn't matter whether an unethical business practice should be regardless of whether they exist inside of a monopoly or not. So, like, yeah, no, you're right that there should be more competitors, and there are things like GIMP and things like that. But in a general sense, no, I don't think that definitely it doesn't just like the idea that the free market solves all problems is not really true, because all free markets are immediately destroyed and made not free.
Adobe hundreds of dollars, seemingly out of nowhere. People have been experiencing Adobe's greed for years. Adobe ripped me off for and then got charged for the cost anyway. Adobe tried to charge me $163 to cancel my Creative Cloud subscription. I was charged over to tell them I was going to pay the cancellation fee. But that's
Keep yourself upright with this!
We're losing Objective Charlie.
You can move, soldier!
The enemy has control of Objective Dog.
You can check in anytime, but you can never leave. Currently, you cannot stop your plans from renewing automatically. Oh my fucking god.
We have charge of Objective Baker.
Get it all in. This is... What?
Cancel is to cancel the entire plan, which causes the massive cancellation fee.
Watch out, over there!
This is new height.
Objective Able is under enemy control.
Now it's
Anybody! Hear me!
deliberately going after individual executives.
Alex!
That is...
I need help!
Thanks. Fuck yes. Yeah. Like, and this is what, remember what I said before? Is that, you know, if you want bad practices to stop, you hold people directly accountable to it. You don't hold the company accountable. You look at names and faces and you punish them.
Smoke grenade! Ow! Should be okay now.
Attention, we no longer have control of Objective Baker.
Take these with you. Don't let me die.
Adobe's digital media business. They argued that Adobe
Our forces now control Objective Dog.
signing up for the annual paid subscription plan. They're agreeing to a year-long commitment and a hefty early termination fee.
We're doing well. Keep up the pressure.
Adobe clearly discloses the termination
I
fee.
don't want to
Only wins
die.
if members attempt to cancel. During the termination fee, enjoy powerful retention. It generates significant revenues by tracking consumers.
Anybody! takes advantage.
It's nuts. I mean, that's almost indefensible on their side, the way they do it intentionally, since they know how it works. Of course they do. Well, it's done maliciously with an intention to take advantage of the person. Well, it's bad for consumers, and I think that if you have something like this scam, like effectively, this is the way that I look at the government. Is the government should be there to make things fair, you know, exploiting each other, basically, right? That's one of the things the government's there for. So if you have a situation where a company is using a tool that's made by the government to exploit people, this is an abuse of game mechanics. You should not have this happen. Like, it's not good for anyone. What tax? Oh, yeah, but right? It's happened to me too, and I'm outside the U.S. Well, like, because here's the thing, right? Is if you didn't have the government, if there was no government,
Must return to the combat zone.
People would go to the Adobe headquarters and burn the building.
Objective Dog is now under our control.
So the reason why that doesn't happen is because of the government. So the only reason why the company can exist is because they are allowed to exist. That's it. Anarchy wins farms. That's right. And any place that has no laws and no government,
We've lost our hold of Objective Fox.
Adobe though it raises even more questions. Namely, why are they so insistent on getting something which amounts to less than 1% of their revenue? If it's really less than 1%, then still they don't want to. This gives Adobe more money and allows them to boast about their low cancellation rates to sure buyers.
Yeah, so, okay, I really like this argument that he's using. So he's saying basically that the reason why it only accounts for 1% is because it's obstructive in a way that makes people
keep
not
this
do
handy.
it. So the actual amount of people that are taking advantage of is higher. That's a very good point. It's not something that's an issue.
Keep yourself upright with this.
It's just that Adobe is.
You owe me one.
And I think
Control objective easy.
Hey, make use of these.
And I think
Come on now.
we're in like effectively for digital ownership is supposed to
You can move, soldier.
because nobody can understand, I think, or conceptualize what digital ownership is.
Up you go, soldier.
And you have like some like ideas like NFTs,
Maybe duck next time.
I would say vast majority of people think digital ownership is the same type of digital ownership that we have in movies, right? Where it's like
I got you. Enemy tank.
no restrictions. That's your problem. That's it. That's what people want ownership to be.
Should be okay now.
And I see no reason why we should compromise with 3D companies about letting that be exactly what it is. And I think that there are examples of things that have online features, but there should be an offline version of it that you can purchase as well. Steam is probably the best example of
Not
digital
let the enemy
ownership.
take
I'm
Objective
not sure if
Dog.
that's true or not. I'd have to really think about it. What about updates? Well, I don't know. I think it really depends, right? I think that some companies can provide updates for free. Yeah, I hear a lot more good things about video games. You don't own Steam games? Yeah. Basically, what I think is that I think that if you purchase a video game, they should not be able to revoke your access to that video game. They can revoke your access to using the servers to play online in that video game. Absolutely, that's totally fair. But they should not be able to take it away from you. Because you keep it. And I think that another person can they have some rights to it, which is and I think that's
visualize timelines. Asana, a smarter way to work. Try it for free today at asana.com.
Even with this lawsuit, there's actually an entirely different scandal surrounding Adobe and the exact
Objective Fox is secure.
Believe it or not, they're in hot water for something much worse.
Of course.
In the past several years,
AI.
and Adobe is
It's like this
Attention all squads. We have taken Objective Baker.
It also integrates into Photoshop and other programs. The only issue is that
yeah, I think that you have to consent to having your data be used for their machine learning algorithm. But by using a program, yeah. Yeah.
Access to users.
Yep.
We've lost control of Objective Baker.
Sub-licensable license to use, reproduce, publicly display, and much more.
Take these with you!
Perpetra, this is nuts.
Just a moment!
This basically says we own everything. Oh my
Save my
god.
life, Doctor!
We have taken control of Objective Easy.
They decided that taking your money wasn't good enough. They wanted to own your assets, your creations, everything. Adobe didn't really want the files.
Like if you and this is again, I was going to go to law school, but I didn't, so I could be wrong on this. But if you have a license to use an IP, and then you're using that IP, you legally are not allowed to just kind of like sublet out this license to somebody else.
We have secured control of Objective Charlie. Be sure we keep it.
You can move, soldier!
How overreaching this is. You know, basically shot themselves in the leg by adding this.
That one is
Piracy
cover
error.
it to move.
I get it, right? Didn't they change this US? I don't know.
Smoke out!
Objective Able is now under our control.
That's interesting. So you pay them to be an employee that they make money from? Yeah, it's called buying early access for a video game. Oh wait, no, that's another conversation. Sorry. Yeah. The problem is that the Adobe boycott will never stick. And I think all consumer boycotts are
Anybody!
I do.
Hear me!
Like I know this is kind of frustrating, but like I don't like relying on them because they're just.
The enemy has taken Objective Able.
Here's my best way to understand is that in 1965 America got rid of slavery. Companies still use slavery today. Is that companies are not accountable to the public in the same way that the government can make them accountable. And whenever consumers get together, it doesn't really matter.
We have taken Objective Dog.
Did I say 1965? I meant 70s. Sorry.
A way of intentionally misleading and poisoning. Adobe insisted that Firefly was ethically trained, but and following the enormous backlash, Adobe quickly changed course. They outlined in their
Right? I mean, because again, and this is another problem. Adobe, right now, the reason why Adobe is able to do this is that they exist inside of a market that they have a de facto monopoly on. As far as I know, not a lot of people, it's like other things, but like it's basically so they have a de facto monopoly, and I think that the reason why a really good comparison for this, I think that is if you look back at what happened with Unity last year with John Riccatello, the CEO, who stepped down after this happened. The reason why Unity was held is because there were other players inside of the market that could take advantage of their weakness. And that's the one good thing about a free market. And I'll give another parallel to this about 10 years ago, which is when Xbox, the Xbox One, said that you had to always be connected to the internet on your console, and you also couldn't own your games and resell them. And then Sony with the PlayStation 4 said, we're not going to do any of this. And because of how friendly Xbox was,
You owe me one!
and then like how much well like Sony looked at Xbox had to
Tossing up the smoke!
and now it's the reverse, right?
Come on now!
There are enemy forces at Charlie.
Here's some this might save your life!
Boycotts work better, but the problem, there are two issues. Number one is that some people still do get taken advantage of. And if people are being taken advantage of by a company that's being enabled by a law, then that's an unjust law. It shouldn't exist. And the second problem is that that only works when the other companies don't work together